One more month of quarantine. Are we being duped? So my peeps, it is Monday, March the 30th at 1:11. Doing a quick video before I do a workout video later on. So what I want to talk about was obviously the corona. We're on another quarantine for 1 month. That's a long time. I didn't think that would happen, but here we are, and this is what we have to deal with. I wanted to talk about some of the information that I've been getting about the corona, and I've been obsessed with this in a way because I feel like this is nothing more than almost social engineering, brainwashing people. Most people are not really, I mean, at least in the area where I live, which is in the Laurel area, are not really concerned with this virus. They just want to get back to work. I go down in Bethesda, and people are getting paid, so it doesn't really matter to them. They want, stay away from me. They all jump back, and it's really a really weird time that we're living in this country. So I just want to lay out some facts about this. I am 55, going to be 56. I have absolutely no reservations with being around people or shaking hands or anything like that. Mainly because I feel like I've gotten the flu before. I've gotten a little sick. It's been very, very mild. I rest. I take my vitamin C. And I'm back to normal. I don't have any underlying conditions, which brings me to this point. The Italian equivalent to Dr. Fauci here, Lazzaro Spallanzani, the National Institute of Infectious Disease in Italy, made a statement along the lines of that 99% of the deaths in Italy were not were not because of the virus. The virus was pretty much the catalyst that triggered the underlying problem, which you got to understand. Most people who get the flu, they don't die from the flu. They die from something else, respiratory, cardiovascular disease. It could be any number of things. Oxidative stress. It's a wide variety of issues. But if your immune system is good and you don't have any underlying conditions, your odds are pretty good. So it's like hitting the lottery. If you're going to die, it's like hitting the lottery. So I'll take those odds any day. So with that being said, 0.8% of the deaths in Italy were actually caused by the virus itself. Now, I just want you to think about that. We have a country that's we're very obese. We have a lot of problems, a lot of smoking. It's the same thing over in Italy. A lot of people smoke. It's kind of like the norm over in Europe. So that is probably one of the largest in the 48.3% of the deaths. The people had 3 or more underlying conditions. 25.2 had 2 underlying conditions, and then 25.1 had 1 underlying condition. So I just want you to put things into perspective. In 2014, we had a very bad year with the flu. And Dr. Fauci, they posted an article from Dr. Fauci 4 days ago in the New England Journal of Medicine, and I read it, and I'm kind of like perplexed why we're on this 1 month thing. It's safety precaution, I get it, but one of the paragraphs out of this article that he wrote, if one assumes that the number of asymptomatic or minimally symptomatic cases is several times as high as the number of reported cases, the case fatality rate may be considered less than 1%. Saying we have 142,793 cases as of today, from what I've read, 2,490 deaths. So how many of the, just subtract, have survived it? How many more people have this virus that we don't even know about? Millions. Millions of people have this, and probably nothing's going to happen. We are in quarantine, which is a huge help. I'm not minimizing any of this, but another 4 weeks I think is a little much, mainly because I think in the end, when the economy, when stuff starts to happen, you're going to have a lot more problems with people out of jobs, out of work, a lot of mental issues. He goes on to say, this suggests that the overall clinical consequences of COVID-19 ultimately may be more akin to a severe seasonal influenza. And which I was saying, in 2014, we had a total of 34 million people got the flu. That's 34 million that we know about. There's probably millions more who got the flu and never went to the doctor. They just wrote it out, like I did. 710,000 were hospitalized. 56,000 died. In the United States. The United States. Not the world. The United States. 56,000 died from the flu. Now, that's not good. But like I've always said, I'm a natural selection kind of guy. I love to help people. This is why I do what I do. But I've gotten to a point at the age of 55. If you don't want to help yourself, there's nothing that I can do for you. And in my mind, telling a fat person to be happy with yourself is like telling the alcoholic, it's all right to go have a drink. It's not, it doesn't, because you're not happy. I used to be 300 pounds. I was 100 pounds more than when I was 31. I was probably, 31, I was, almost 32. 300 pounds. And although I was a happy-go-lucky guy, I felt like shit. So we have this mindset that that we're shaming people or anything like that. I'm not shaming anybody. I'll help you. I'll go to the ends of the earth to help you if you're willing to help yourself. If you don't want to help yourself, there's really nothing that I can do for you. My time is too valuable. So this is my mindset. People, you've got to put things into perspective here. We're going to get through this. I have no doubt in that. I don't want to put money down on that. But we got to get to a point in this country where we got to start questioning some of the stuff that's going on here. I don't know exactly why this is going on, and I know we're going to find out down the road. Everything happens for a reason. But we have this thing with the 5G coming in, and people are not in tune with that. They don't want it in their neighborhoods because of the microwaves. There's a lot of things that are on the backside of this that I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen afterwards. I hope the economy kicks back up. I hope everybody's happy. I hope everybody is safe. I'm going to get back with another video, put things in perspective. 142,793, 2,490 deaths. Let's say 142,000, let's say 14 million and 2,490 deaths. That should be a little more, because there's a lot of people we don't know about. So, peace, love, gains, going to come back at you. Bye.